What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the THC Temple. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So this is like super late. This is when, you know what I'm saying, everybody that be like, yo, man, you don't never look super stoned and like super this and super that. So this is like, when late as fuck at night and, everything is taking a toll on me and, I'm tired and just the end of the night, basically. So this is what it looks like. Not too bad, right? Eyes not too red and all that. Still look sexy, still look pretty. Either way, what I wanted to talk about today, man, was this thingamabobber that I saw on TV earlier. If you guys watched the BET Awards, you probably saw this. She thought she was killing that damn that lazy ass moonwalk. My boy look like he trying out for the $20 bill though. Marion, the most over the top dancer in the world now, so I know he about to do something crazy. What the hell is he doing? French on that damn lean, ain't it? Look. Like, the camera looking at me now, I gotta sit up. This nigga smoking worse than me, boy. He's been up here talking for like 3 minutes. Look at Diddy, he back there holding that statue. He tired as fuck. Everybody standing up. They trying to clap him off, but he don't take the hit. Look, he's still talking. Diddy done left him, boy. Now he about to sing too, damn. Now that song was good though. Hold on, now. What are those beats? So it wasn't really much to see on the damn BET Awards. I mean, it was almost a nip slip. That was the only thing that was that interesting to me. Omarion was dancing like an asshole. But yeah, pretty much it was nothing interesting. But I was trying to watch Fetty Wap get up there, Trap Queen, and do his thing. But it was taking too long to hit the stage, and it was like an hour. I think there were like an hour overtime. So award show, I think it started at like 8. It went off at like 12:30. Way too long. But yeah. So there was a part where Rihanna and Floyd, they were sitting beside each other, and Rihanna, they were coming back from the break, and they were showing the crowd. He was tied up like with a bandana or something tied up around his wrist, and he had tape over his mouth. And Rihanna, she was just looking to the side, like either way. And from when I first seen it, what it just looked like was like at first I saw that she had like a big roll of duct tape at first, like she had that earlier in the show. And then later on, it was like that's what happened. That's what she ended up doing with the duct tape. She taped him up. And what I thought, Floyd Mayweather, he's known for having a big mouth, saying crazy stuff and dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-da. He was sitting next to Rihanna, so I thought that the whole joke was supposed to be, he's sitting to Rihanna, he's talking to her, yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm the this and I'm the that, and she taped his mouth up or whatever. And that's what I thought the joke was. When I saw it, I was like, oh, ha, it's funny, whatever. But to come to find out, I'm not even sure. I don't know who said this. The official. I don't know where this shit comes from, man. But everybody were on the internet talking about. It was basically a joke towards, or not a joke towards, but a joke about domestic violence. And I didn't understand it. Like I really didn't see it. I didn't understand it. I didn't get it at all. I don't know who wrote that joke, who set it up. Like, for one, like, it's a joke. For what? I don't get it. Like, it's a domestic violence joke. I didn't get it. Other than, the point that, Floyd Mayweather, he's someone who's been convicted of domestic violence. Rihanna is a victim of domestic violence. And they were talking about that on the Young Turks. They were talking about how, that was even in bad taste to sit them next to each other. And man, one thing about it, man, when it comes to domestic violence and things like that, like I'm gonna just say, when it comes to going to jail, no matter what you go to jail for, like going to prison. Like say you went to prison, not saying that Floyd was wrongly accused of none of that. I'm not even talking about his case. I'm just talking about going to jail in general. I'm not talking about Floyd at all. Not at all. I don't want to make it seem like I'm trying to sugarcoat him up or whatever, none of that stuff. I'm not any kind of, I never try to stand on anyone's side like that where I'm like, no, he didn't do nothing wrong, like stuff like that. So I'm not talking about him at all. But I'm saying, like, when you go to prison, that's like, say, like, how they talk about drugs and stuff like that. Someone who goes to prison, it's kind of like a life sentence, because even after you get out of prison, you know, people, you know, they still look at you like, oh, you know, he just got out of prison. He's an ex-con. He's a this, he's a that. You know, so you never really necessarily get out of prison. And, you know, they were talking about it, like I said, on the Young Turks. It's a YouTube news channel. They were talking about how it was kind of in bad taste by sitting the two of them together. You know, someone who was a victim of domestic violence and someone who was someone, you know, doing the domestic violence thing. And man, when it comes to these things, man, because it's just a wild and crazy thing. Because you look at how they were when they were talking about that, I was like, man, you know, they can't even, you know, now Floyd Mayweather can't even be in the same building as Rihanna. You know, he can't even be sitting next to Rihanna now without people be like, oh man, he beat women, she got beat up. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you know, for one thing, I understand it. You know, that's how the world goes. It's, you know, history. You can't act like it didn't happen and all that hoopla. I get that. I'm not acting naive and acting wild and crazy, but it's just the thing of, for one, I was kind of not ticked off, but I was kind of edged off at the fact that, I didn't even see the joke like that. But, you know, obviously, you know, if they saw the joke like that, I don't know if, you know, BET said that's what the joke was about, whoever said, I don't know what, you know, how it came across that way. But if that's the way people saw it, then really, you know, like I said, perception, that's the most important thing. You know, if it doesn't matter what something means, it matters how people take it. If the way people take it, that becomes the way that it means after that. But, so I saw that joke, you know, it just going over like that, and people were like online saying, "Oh, this is crazy." And the thing about domestic violence is, man,
Liberty Gibbet. I live in the real world where men sell propane and propane accessories. What do?
I trade in ideas. I am a substitute teacher and a professional muser.
Oh, yeah, well, ideas don't put food on the table.
Oh, really? Well, ideas decide how to prepare that food.
And then propane cooks it. I win.
You don't win. You can't just... You can't...
I can't just what?
You don't just...
What? Where's your imagination now? Where are those precious ideas when you need them, huh?
and I think what people kind of blend together, or just, you know, kind of mix all together at the end of the day, is that, you know, there's situations where, you know, one person will just abuse the other person. That's the one that everybody sees basically any domestic violence as. Like Ray Rice, they basically see it as, okay, this is the, you know, one guy overpowering, this is A overpowering B. And that's not necessarily every case, like everything. Sometimes it's both of them agitating both of each other.
Damn.
Oh,
Ow.
ow!
Like, you have to realize, people are people. At the end of the day, whether you're male, whether you're female, whether you're black, whether you're white, people are people, and we all have things that make us.
What's going on? You stopped fighting.
That's right.
Everything's just fine now, honey.
But how?
We as people are unpredictable. So, you know, when you have, like I said, with the Ray Rice situation, when you have two people going at each other, you know, they love each other. You even see now, you know, they got right, but, you know, they both love each other, and they both arguing, and they fucking, it's a mixture of passion and anger and this and that, and then somebody ended up getting knocked out.
Well, your mother kicked me in the shin. I kicked her back, and, well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was a fucked up situation, but gladly everything worked out. But as you see, you know, you can't just say that, oh, you know, you can't just treat every situation like every situation. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, sure it does. See, I was mad, your mother was madder, and we sort of, oh, heck, I guess it doesn't make any sense, but I guess it doesn't have to.
But yeah, I guess that's it on BET, man. I rambled all year about that. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this camera off, because if I don't, then I'll keep talking for another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much about it, man. Everything ain't everything. But you guys know what's right and what's wrong, man. I ain't got to say no more.
There are just some things you can't explain.
That's right.
You're not even trying.
God damn, you hot, hot. But your best friend, she not. Ditch that bitch, jump on cot, then roll my motherfucking pot. Came in, titties and ass just dangling. Show you cash till it's raining.